Well, good morning. Welcome back to David Mao in the Philippines off grid. Whew, it is a hot one. I have a little sun tarp up above me. I still need to run some bores this way so I can get my roof on tomorrow. Now, this is coco lumber, and we know that termites love coco lumber. So, am I going to treat it? Absolutely not. Do I care what happens to it 6 months to 2 years? No. This is temporary. It'll be here for 4 to 6 months at the most. I'm not worried about the termites. We will be poisoning the soil. I've contacted a couple different companies, waiting to get some estimates on that. I do it myself, but it's 1,000 square meters. And I wouldn't be able to penetrate the ground like they do. I'd just be able to spray the top and not get it deep. So when I do the estimates, it's about 40,000 pesos, 800 bucks or so, for me to do it myself, and it doesn't penetrate. When they come out and kill the ground, they probe down into the ground and they spray that deep. And wherever your house is, or your projects are, that's where they're going to concentrate the most. You want to really get that poison down into the ground. You can research that. But like I said, I could do a bug sprayer, pour that stuff in there. It'll still cost me 40,000. I still didn't get it deep enough for 1,000 square meters. So we're gonna let the professionals handle that. I'm guesstimating 25,000 for them to do it, 40,000 for me. Quality, and that's what I'm looking for. Like I said, a couple of days ago, I did a video on the termites on the concrete over here. They are everywhere in the Philippines. I had termite issues in Indianapolis, my old farmhouse, and I have one of the biggest termite tunnels I've ever seen under my house. But you can see these guys. They are tunneling everywhere. And that's when that brush was against this wall over here. I cleared this brush out a week ago. But here's the overall look. We're gonna run our paneling across, up. We'll have the roof over here. Next week, this should be done. We'll have our IBC water tanks down here. We're gonna set those underneath. You need to buy the blue or the black IBC tanks. You buy the clear ones and you'll get a bunch of algae in them when the sun hits them. We're ordering the black ones, and then we'll have a total of 3, 2 down below to fill up from rainwater. I have a DC solar panel pump system on the way this week. We'll put that solar, it's just a little panel on the roof, and when we need to pump water up to the upper tank, we just hit the switch and pump that up. Tomorrow we'll have metal come. We're gonna put the metal siding on. We'll get the roof trusses, I guess you'd call them, screwed in and get the metal decking up there. Plus we'll have gravel delivered. I would love to finish it today, but you know, you gotta work out your suppliers here. And we ordered 2x3x18s, but none of them are really good. So we'll use the rest of these for a post up around for a metal fence, or temporary metal fence. You know, you got to figure out your suppliers. What these guys did is they sold me 40 boards, and it was just the end leftover cuts. Nothing was 3 inches. It's 2.5 to 4 inches leftover. And that's not what I asked for. So I have a new supplier now, and he will ship me out some tomorrow at a lesser price. So you got to continue to shop around, and once you start getting the prices in your head, you'll be able to barter a little bit more. But I got to move this van out of here. We're going to park the excavator where the van's sitting. Did a little bit of cleanup over here. So we had the big hole here earlier. It's gone. I filled it in. This is going to be the level of our garage, so I got to dig all this out, pull all that dirt back. Kind of a look over the property. What a beautiful day. And then we got to start prepping for this wall. So this wall is going to go from this little pin sitting right here. It's going to go straight across, right over where the excavator's sitting. That's our first wall. That's the wall towards the road. Then from there, we're gonna go 30 feet from that pin down the side. Those walls are going to interact as walls for our garage. So we're going to use those walls. We're going to build them pretty high. And that's going to be our back wall for the garage. And I always try to think of how am I going to do this where I can use every bit of everything, including when we put our carport up there, we're going to have a large wall going around that corner. That's going to be part of the carport. So I'm going to incorporate steel into that concrete pour for our roof line. This berm that came off the road, you can see it's above my head. So that last video kind of shows it, but it only looks like it's 4 feet, but it's about 8 foot of dirt that we cut out of here all the way across the front of here and pulled all that back and started to fill the back side of this property up. So a lot to do. This front area just gave us a little bit of an easement to the road to get onto our property. And this is actually pin 5. And over there behind the excavator is a white post. That's pin 1, 2. And if you draw from 1 to 2 back to 5, that's a triangle of property that we're just not using a whole bunch of. So that's why we put the driveway up over there. That way our house will sit on a majority of the property. And we're going to use this little back space for the garage and driveway and stuff. So I got to get going though. It is hot in this sun. Whew. Let me pick up this shovel, move my van, park the excavator, okay my coco lumber, go to the other place, tell them to deliver my steel or my siding tomorrow, pick up 2 or 3 gallons of diesel. Back of this little van, that's exactly what I bought it for. Water cooler, got my little hole auger, a little step stool, a bunch of power tools, shovels, tripod, nails, spray paint, string, 3 foot piece of rebar so I can put string lines out. Yeah, it's pretty good. And when we're done, wow. So yesterday the kids were scraping my van up with their bikes. A whole bunch of gouges. I don't know if you can see that. You see that gouge right there? Wow. Handlebars, man. That's one of the reasons I bought this vehicle. It'll get beat up, scratched up. It's great for the construction. When we're done, I'll send it back to Cebu and have them refinish the whole thing. Very inexpensive to do, so. But it makes you sad when I tell the kids all the time, keep your bikes away from the van, and sure enough, just like back in the States, man, kids don't understand. Well, I jumped on the excavator, did a little work on the old driveway here. Had a little hump at the top. I had to flatten that out. We have gravel being delivered tomorrow. Uh-oh. The neighbors. Are you working hard? Hey, I'm gonna take this back. All right. So that is Victor and Marilyn, and that's where I park the excavator at night. Anyways, I just wanted to straighten out the driveway a little bit. I got the little sun tarp up. Tomorrow we'll have metal, gravel, our sheeting delivered, get the roof on, get the siding on, and get gravel spread. It should be a pretty quick process. It is blistering hot today, and that's okay. I like it. Everything's got dirt on it. I tell you what, the Filipino guys working out here, collecting coconuts all day, there's some tough guys, man, because this heat is brutal. Even though they grew up in it, it's still just hot. Neighbor's dog. Hi, dog. Where you going, buddy? Where you going, buddy? He's looking at the van. He wants to pee on the tires real bad. All right, well, I'm gonna head down the road and I'll talk to you guys soon.